Hey guys, this long-awaited laser hair removal video is finally here. I know this took a while because I didn't want to do this video after just one session. I knew that that wouldn't be a good indication of the results. So that's why I thought, okay, I want to go through at least a few sessions before I shoot this video. And that also gave me more time to just ask them more questions. If you're not following me on my other social media, be sure to, because I actually reached out to you guys over there asking if you had any questions in regards to laser hair removal. You guys left a ton of really awesome questions. So what I'm going to do is answer the most frequently asked ones to the best of my ability, and I will also share with you guys like my own personal experiences. I also brought your questions to Dr. Kulkin, and he did such a great job at answering them, so we're going to kind of switch back and forth. I am getting my face and underarms done. They can't treat this area right here, so I'm still having to maintain the hair around my eyebrows. And I even have hair growing right here, like in this area, so I have to like shave that area. Yeah, that's how hairy I am. You can probably tell how hairy of a person I am just by looking at my arms. I've never done anything to my arm hair and it's hairy. I have plenty of hair all over my body. But I decided to just start off with my face and underarms because I thought, okay, instead of just throwing down a ton of money to get like my legs done too, because I definitely hate maintaining my lower leg area, I decided to just start with my face and underarms first for now. I decided to purchase a package that includes 8 sessions. I am paying roughly $1,000 for it. Where I go, I think you can do like a monthly payment or you can pay everything up front, which is what I decided to do. So where I'm going to is called WIFH, and they have a deal going on where the underarms are free if you're paying $995 or more. So I actually didn't expect that. I just came in expecting to pay more than what I ended up having to for my face and underarms. So I was like, sweet, that feels like a discount. There's actually even like a pricing list on their site. So if you just kind of want to get an idea of like how much, a ballpark idea of how much certain areas of the body getting treated would cost, you can reference that sheet, but it's definitely going to vary depending on where you go. This is Shayna. She is the one who has been doing the sessions for me. She just wiped down the goggles that I'm going to be wearing because I have to wear protective eyewear, and she's showing me the device here. So the laser is hooked up to the cooling device. Right there she is holding the laser, and in the other hand that is the cooling device. When I turn it on, it'll fall there. Yeah. So when she turns it on, it blows out cold air, which helps relieve any discomfort from the laser. But I honestly don't feel the heat sensation. I mostly just feel the cold air. Before you come in, you have to have wherever you want lasered completely shaved and completely bare. So no skincare, no makeup, no self-tanner, nothing. She's even just wiping off any excess oil that might be on my face. She just goes through, and everything in that red circle is destroying tons and tons of hair follicles. So that's why she's just kind of gliding through with each beep. With each beep, it's the laser going off. And this is just to give you an idea of what it looks like to have your face done. The stick is just there to keep the air from blowing up my nose. You're going to see me do a ton of funny faces, especially around the mouth area. So she just glides on through and lasers my face. So after the face is done, we go on to the underarms, and she's actually using a different laser for my underarms, but we will get to that in a moment, and just kind of goes through the same motions. The redness and even the swelling of the bumps is completely normal, you'll see that. And the redness usually lasts about maybe up to an hour for me, but this time it only lasted maybe half an hour, so it dissipated really quickly. The whole session takes maybe 5 minutes, so it's actually a lot faster than you would think. The best way I can describe the pain is like a quick sting, like a zap, like just a quick sharp stinging feeling, especially in certain parts that are more sensitive than others. For example, like for my underarms, the lower portion of my underarm is more sensitive than like this up here, but the pain is so bearable. If you have ever plucked or waxed or epilated, like the pain is way more bearable than that. I'm getting the YAG used on my face and the alexandrite used on my underarms. The reason is the alexandrite is best for those with fair to light skin, and I guess because my underarms are light, like really light, that's why they decided to use that laser there. I've had no issues. For my face, they used the YAG because I do have like golden olive undertones. So even though like my skin isn't too tanned right now, it's still safer for them to use the YAG. And this is actually best because like just from walking outside, my face can get darker really easily. So even if my face tans, they can still continue using the YAG laser on my face because the YAG laser doesn't detect skin tone. Even if you're like really dark, that laser can be used on you without any complications. The alexandrite is used on my underarms, which means I definitely cannot tan my underarms. So when I'm laying out or something, I can't be laying like this. I just make sure to always keep this area out of the sun. The best way to even describe this is don't even just think of it as laser hair removal, think of it as laser hair reduction. So about 70 to 90% of your hair will be reduced, and what is reduced is permanent.
You know, permanent's a funny word, so let's talk about what that means. Okay, we're destroying hair follicles. I tell people if you're doing laser hair removal from the shoulders down, it's different than the shoulders up.
Oh.
And what I mean by that is when you're doing your underarms, bikini, legs, you do 8 sessions, and I'm talking about in the right hands, with the right laser, 8 sessions, 1 session every 6 weeks, we will have destroyed 70 to 90% of the hair follicles permanently. The chance of needing more laser on those body parts is less than about 2%. When we do laser hair removal from the waist, from the neck up, or shoulders up, the neck, the face, 8 sessions, 1 every 6 weeks, we'll get a 70 or 80% reduction. But those hair follicles are so sensitive to your hormones that you will see regrowth, more regrowth in those 20 or 30%. So we tell everybody, you're coming back for touch-up sessions twice a year. Oh, of course. I mean, it's like taking a medication. You can have side effects. Look, worst case scenario is you can have a burn. Okay, we've been very fortunate for that not to happen. But pigmentation, hyperpigmentation, especially after sun exposure, makeup on the face, you know, can attract laser and cause almost like a burn. But yeah, you can get redness, you can get irritation. Very uncommon to have major. I mean, I would say that the side effect rate from laser hair removal, and we have done hundreds of thousands of these, it's less than half of 1%.
My forehead hair, like I never really waxed or anything, so I felt like it was extra sensitive, and from personal experience I even had some like whiteheads develop just from the skin irritation.
We believe strongly that medical supervision is really important for a laser procedure. In Georgia, the law allows places to operate without medical supervision. We don't agree with it, and not because it's self-serving. We don't agree with it because of the things that we see and hear all the time. So the biggest issue is that you'll have someone with minimal laser experience and the results won't be as good. Chance of getting harmed is small, but the bigger problem is spending a lot of money and not getting results, and we do see that quite a bit here.
Yeah.
So you have to look for someone who has a lot of laser experience. We prefer medical supervision. Just because it's a dermatology office or a plastic surgery office does not mean that they have a lot of experience with lasers.
Right.
You know, so you really have to look at the experience of the provider. You need to do your homework. People should learn about, for dark skin, the YAG laser being the safest. For light skin, the most effective being the alexandrite laser, which is why we use that combination.
The reason why I decided to go with WIFH is because they were very realistic, and when someone's realistic with you, you feel like you can trust them more, right? So yeah, do not buy into crazy claims. 70 to 90% of the hair will be reduced. I have noticed a lot of reduction, and I am so incredibly happy. I'm so pleased with the results. Alright guys, can't believe I'm showing you my underarms, but this is what it looked like before I shaved and went into my 4th session. And this was when I tried to let as much hair grow out as possible because I wanted to see how much hair I could grow out now. And this is seriously a huge reduction. That kind of darker pitted area that you see right there is where I had ingrown hair issues, and now it is practically gone and it's faded so much. Like that area used to be really dark and had like multiple ingrown hairs there. Before I had to shave my face at least once a week, and then with my underarms I was shaving at least every other day. If I could shave it every day, I would have, because my hair just grows out that fast. Now I'm finding myself shaving my underarms no more than once a week, and my face maybe once every 2-3 weeks. I think there are some important things to note that other people might not tell you. So for my underarms, after the first and even after the second session, this area actually kind of like got a little tough. It toughened up a little bit, and then I found it hard to shave until, you know, this area got soft again. So I do make sure to exfoliate the area really well, just so that the hair can fall out. This is something that you might not know. Think of it like this: when you wax a certain area, it's just pulling the hair out completely. But when you get your hair lasered, you're shaving it, so that hair that was underneath the skin is still there even after it gets lasered. And about a week to 2 after, the hair just falls out. Like I literally can pull some of the hair out right now. It just comes out. I hope this was pretty comprehensive. If there's anything I didn't cover, once again, I will definitely be more detailed about that down below. And feel free to keep asking questions, guys, because I know like this can seem very scary, but I promise like it's not. If you have been considering it for a while because you're just so sick of maintaining a ton of hair wherever it is on your body, I highly recommend it. Just go somewhere that's trusted, that will actually like customize, you know, the kind of treatment that should be done on you, that doesn't seem like they're trying to BS you just for your money. You'll be fine, and I'm sure you'll be so happy that you did it, because maintaining so much hair is a biatch. It just is. Continue to ask questions, reach out to me even on like Twitter, Facebook, anywhere, and I'm wishing you guys the best of luck. And I'll see you guys again really soon in my next video.